Today we've got a Tesla makeover. Check this out: front spoiler, side skirts, rear diffuser, and wheel covers, all from Yeslak. This is for a Model Y Juniper, but they sell these for Model 3, Model Y, all years. First thing we're gonna do is take a look at the parts a little bit closer, and then we do installs on front spoiler lip and side skirts, and then we do the same with the rear diffusers. Install is pretty simple. Front spoiler might be the most challenging, but follow my instructions, you'll get through it no problem. Then at the end, I show more video of the car. We go around it nice and slow. All the links are below, and use them because they almost always save you more money than the ones that they're always throwing out there, and it helps me out too. You know, costs have really come down on these kind of parts, and I can't believe the difference it makes for the price. What's next for this Juniper? All kinds of cool stuff. So yeah, that means like the video and subscribe. I'll give you a few seconds to do that right now. All right, here we go. This is a carbon pattern, and we've got to piece these together a little bit with some screws. You got to be careful. They put these, they kind of hide them in the boxes, so just be careful with that. But yeah, you got different screws. We got some tape, which is I think more or less backup tape because they already have the tape on here. More screws in there, and then adhesion promoter, which is also very important. Let's put these pieces together and then get them on the car. Assembling these front pieces, we're going to use the longer screws, and there are just two screws holding this in here. So these guys here, you just basically line everything up. Everything's at a weird angle because it's curved and angled, and everything's a little awkward, but you can get them together. Be patient and don't force anything. All right, about to start putting this front end on. I haven't taken the backing off. I've wiped this down with the alcohol, just standard, see over there, 70% alcohol. Cleaned everywhere where there is supposed to be, where the tape is supposed to stick to. Yeah, a little custom grill action there. Got a whole video on that. Took the T30s off of here. There's one on the opposite corner. None of the other ones have to come off. The T30 is going to go here. And then once we get this on there, we're going to drill some holes through here, and it's going to go into here just with all those other basic screws they have. We'll see, maybe put 4 or 5 of them through here. We'll see how it looks, how it goes. I'm going to take all the backing off. That can sometimes be a little bit tedious, trying to pull all of this off, all this backing off. Pull the backing off. Then I also advise always just kind of mocking it up, putting it on here, and just to see how it goes on. So then I use this blue tape to outline where these pieces are actually fitting onto the car, so that when I put the adhesion promoter on, I'm not putting it like everywhere. You don't want to put adhesion promoter everywhere, you just want to put it where the tape is going to go. So that is why there's some tape there. Yeah, that's it. So let me get this backing off, get the adhesion promoter on, and we are going to get at it. I'm going to have to try to control it here to center it, so don't put anything down until I like kind of give the okay. We just got to kind of support it and keep it away from everything until then we start putting it on. And I'm going to start from here, pushing it in here, and then when we get over to the sides, then you're going to start from here, and yeah, we're going to work from the center on out. And alright, try to get it a little bit closer. Okay. This part is sticking down here. That adhesion promoter is like amazing. This tape doesn't normally, like, it sticks, but not like that. All right, so I'm pushing in here, watching it here. I want to try to get it as far over as I can. And okay, so now where the tape was, try to keep pressure on it for at least 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, as long as it's decently warm out, you know, room temperature, you get about 80-85% full adhesion, and then the next 24 hours you get up to, you know, the 100% of adhesion. But yeah, if it's colder though, you really should try to like tape things down and keep it like really stuck to whatever for as long as you can. Right, so I don't think I hit the record button. Anyway, I've got 4 screws, actually 5. I just followed along with these screws and put one in here, here, and here and here. And I run like a little pilot hole first just because those self-tapping screws, they do work, but it's just like a little bit slow. So do that pre-drill, then put the T30s back in, and then we're good to go. Here's what we got so far. We'll take a closer look out in the sun, but this is looking pretty dang cool already. Side skirts next. So the side skirts didn't include any tape, but we have tape from doing the front lip there, spare tape. So we're going to use that. And I cleaned this off, cleaned under here off, and used the adhesion promoter. So I'm going to run the tape down here, and then of course we're going to use the screws to put it all in also. So that's it. I've got these boxes here just to kind of set the side skirt on, just to kind of get it closer to where we want to be. But that's it. All right, so the plan with this tape is got it all the way laid down here, got this part off, just this part, and sure we can get started. I didn't put any here because we're going to start lining it up. We know, kind of mocked it up, we know where it's going to go, and this is actually kind of nice to have a mud flap here because it tells us where we want to be here. And we're going to start there, and you're going to need to kind of shuffle it around a little bit to line it up. And if you've got the tape where it's just completely sticking in there, you're not going to be able to slide it around, move it around, and adjust it to where it needs to be. So that's why we're doing it that way. And then as we go along, I'm going to pull the backing off until we get all the way to the back, and then put this down. So far I've got 3 screws in, but not all the way in, and I still have to pull the backing off of this tape. Also, what happens underneath, it's easier to align it with this trim under here. So this aligns with this gap, this seam. That's how you align it, because aligning it from up here, it's just kind of difficult to see exactly where it should go. So that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping these a little bit loose, like I said, just so I could take the backing off, and then starting from the front, because we know that this is a good point right there with the mud flap, and then working our way back so we don't get it kind of bunched up in the middle. Still need to put a screw in the front there. All right, we'll take a better look at this outside, but ooh, that looks cool. That looks good. All right, rear diffusers to finish off the look. As we went with here, this is the carbon fiber pattern, which again, you know, if you don't want to spend the big bucks on carbon fiber, and you're bored with just having, you know, the matte black or the gloss black, well then this is it. This is the pattern for you. Yeah, this is one of them. And I thought this was going to have the tape on the back, but looks like we got to put that on ourselves. No big deal. They put that in this package along with adhesion promoter, which we're definitely going to use. And then, yeah, whoop, tons of tape. Check all this out. Tons of it. So I think once we get this on the car, it is not going anywhere. All right, let's get to work. Even though this is like brand new plastic and stuff, I like to hit it with the rubbing alcohol. Everything I'm going to tape, I wipe it down with the rubbing alcohol, and then the adhesion promoter too. setup now. Check this out. We paired the front and side skirts with the rear diffusers. Check them out. These things are pretty dang slick because they really add a lot to the back. They just kind of spice this up back here. Otherwise you get like these big empty spots. Like what are you going to do with them? This is what you're going to do with them. You're going to spice it up. This all goes together. This is from Yeslak. They this is where we got the side skirts. This is where the front lip came from. Oh yeah, custom bug screen. Look at that. Check that out. Yeah, that's cool. It's awesome. It goes so well with this car. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Wheel covers. The wheel covers too. Yeslak wheel covers. Man, massive improvement. We got camera covers. Make it unique.